graphing calculators, which is when I was in high school. I think the first blue graphing calculator I had was like college, sometime in college. What we would have to do, and normally our list wouldn't be this long, is we would have to plug all of these in to this function to see if they gave me 0. Because then I knew what? If they were going to give me a 0, then I knew they were a factor. Did you feel sorry for me? They usually didn't have a, but that, I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 numbers and plus or minus. That's 16 numbers. Yikes. Okay, here's what I'm going to have you do. Let's graph it and let's see which ones look like they make sense, and we're going to verify using the table function on our calculator. So, would you plot this in your y equals? And when we're doing our window, we just want to make sure that we could see all these numbers. If I did a window of 0 to 10, I would be able to see them all. So I'm going to leave it as that. Whew. Okay. Are you okay with me zooming in a little bit? Okay. I'm going to do -2 to 7. Because I know the biggest one would be 5, and I'm going to just go a little closer to the x-axis. All right, let's make our guesses. First of all, what do you think this one is, if you had to guess? We're at the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that on my list? Yep. Okay. If you had to guess this one over here, that to me looks like -1/2. Okay, let me show you what you can do if you want. Instead of going in and plugging 5 in here, which you can do, it just takes a little longer, you can use the table function. The other day I think I had you set the table up for ask, and then I can plug in points. So let's go to table, and I'm going to type in 5. Ooh, was I right? Yes. And then I'm going to type in -1/2. Cool, I was right there as well. Let's look at the other one. What do you think this is? Well, what are our choices? It's definitely between 0 and 1. It's less than 1/2, isn't it? So what it could be either 1/3 or 1/6. What do you think? I think it looks more like 1/3, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Does that make sense? So, see? Realize how nice your teacher is. We're not making you fun. I'm not going to do C algebraically because I already showed you on the previous example. If I wanted to, I could take the 5 and divide it right off of this and then factor it that way. But now let's just use our graph and write what we know. So 5 I would write as x minus 5. -0.5 I would write, I'm going to change these in a second, to x plus 1/2. Are you okay with that? And 1/3, this one was 1/3, I would write as x minus 1/3. But polynomials cannot have fractions. They can't be rational, they need to be integers. So, I don't know if Mr. Stoblin taught you this last year. To get rid of this, you can multiply through by the denominator. What's the denominator? 2. If you multiply each thing by 2, this becomes, well, what's 2 times x? 2x. What's 2 times 1/2? Okay, just going to point out to you, if I set 2x plus 1 equal to 0, don't I get -1/2? So these are equivalent statements. This is just written with integer coefficients. So then what would x minus 1/3 be? Good. So this would be completely factored then. Okay.